Yes, thank you. Thank you. Another league title. Hooray for us. It's a wonderful achievement. Yes, thank you, everybody. Thank you for your support. I didn't see it coming. No, thank you. Hello? China, what do you want? Look, the transfer window's closed. I can't sell you Patoknik because I can't replace him. I'm sorry, that's your bid? Patoknik, the Chinese would like to speak to you. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 14, Episode 10 here at H&W Welders as we look to win the Champions League with our Northern Irish club. And today it is Europa League, second knockout round action, home and away versus Wolverhampton Wanderers, a chance to move into the quarterfinals. And, well, maybe it's not the Champions League, but perhaps take another step towards a European trophy, which would still be a magnificent achievement. But the big news that's happened since last time is Patoknik has left. He's left to go to China, DL Pro, which I think is the old, Dalian, I forget what they were called. Anyway, that's where he's gone. Now, we had a bid come in for him, and it was 8.25 million. I couldn't say no to that. Yes, it's outside the transfer window, and yes, we can't replace him. But over 8 million for Patoknik, who is a solid defender, but he's certainly, I was thinking about getting rid of him anyway. I mean, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I couldn't say no to that. So we've let him go. He's off. 8 million in the bank. And yeah, very, very nice indeed. But obviously the downside is that we can't actually replace him until the summer. But he was back up. I don't know. I think I couldn't say no to it. I'll be honest. I just couldn't say no. So we are without Patoknik between now and the end of the season. But hopefully that's not going to cost us at all. And we can keep players fit. And of course, we did sign McPherson. They are slightly disappointing Scottish centre-back from Burnley. So we do have a centre-back that can come in. And we're talking about players that will play in the league. And as you saw in the intro there, the league is already won. There we go there. We're champions before the split, which is slightly embarrassing to be fair, but 30 wins, 2 draws, 108 goal difference, 92 points, and Linfield can't catch us. So that is that. Now, we do have to catch up on a couple of games. The first one actually wasn't in the league. It was the Irish Cup quarter-final against Coleraine. So let's go see how that went. We took an early lead when Hill crossed for McKay. Brady and DeLauro combined to put McCracken in for our second. And McKay sealed the tie with his second in stoppage time. So it was a comfortable win for us, but I've got to be honest, I was surprised at the end of the game when I saw the match stats and the XG tracker. I mean, we didn't dominate them by any shape of the imagination. It was a game that it felt comfortable. But like I say, we certainly didn't dominate the game. But we're into the semi-finals. I'll have to check. I believe it's Glenavon we've got, though. So that's something to look forward to. And speaking of Glenavon, we played them in the league. This was a game, of course, that we could have clinched if we won. So let's go see how it played out. We were ahead early when Miss Kelly crossed for Lake. Lake turned provider for Zurich to get our second. And Zurich then turned provider for McDade. Before Ellis crossed for Zurich to get his second before half-time. McDade's knockdown was turned in by Zurich for his hat-trick. And then Zurich got a fourth to complete the scoring. So it was a dominant performance for us to win the league. Really, really happy. Zurich, we played him as an inverted winger. Absolutely dominated with 4 goals and an assist. McQuaid is a number 10. He just works there. Every time I play him there, he does really, really well. So I think maybe we stop using him in this deeper role and potentially use him as sort of the third choice behind Napoleon and Armstrong in that number 10 role. That, I think, is the way forward for him. McPherson made his debut in this one. It was a game that would have been played by Patoknik, and you can see he had a very, very solid debut indeed. So, yeah, excellent stuff. We've won the league, and we won it in dominant style, and there we go. That is that. Now, of course, today, though, is all about the Europa League. We have Wolverhampton Wanderers, a Premier League side that we saw last episode when we got drawn against them, are struggling in the league. They're not even a little bit. They are struggling. They're 15th. Thankfully, Villa's above them, but they do have a game in hand. But they're in a relegation battle. So how seriously are they going to be worried about the Europa League? You hope not too much. But let's have a look and see what we're doing here. We are hosting them in the first leg. We're expecting a 4-2-3-1 formation from them. And this is the team of heroes we are sending out. So it's Young in goal, Surgeon, Kidd, McGurk, and Kavanagh as the back four. Kamani and Thompson are back together in midfield. Scully, Armstrong, and McKay. Holder up top. Let's go take a Premier League scalp. Okay, so we can see the team sheets here. Brian McCulley, that's not the guy we had, surely. I can't click on the name there, can I? But yeah, I don't recognise too many other names there. But 14 years in, of course, that's bound to happen. And what do we want to say to this? That's showing what we're made of. Put on a worthy display. Ignore the recent praise. Just play your natural game. I mean, no pressure has seemed to work for us quite well, hasn't it? And then we'll pump our fists to try and get a little bit of motivation going and see what we can do. Hopefully no away goals. And here we go. Suddenly the nerves build. We are... It's one of these. I know a lot of you guys were saying you sort of expect us to get past Wolverhampton. I hope you're right. I really, really do hope you're right. No, McCulloch was definitely not a centre-back. He was a left-back when we had him, so it is somebody different. He's probably retired by now. How long ago did we have him at left-back? And we've got a kick-off highlight. Oh, hopefully we're going to win this ball back. McKay is there. He does win it back. Goes back to Kidd. Across to McGurk. And here we go. Gets it wide. He finds Scully. What can Scully do? Scully loses out. Oh, no. We don't want to concede an away goal inside a minute. Thompson, can he win it back for us? Ball forward. McGurk and... Oh, it was not almost a mix-up. McKay has it. Oh, I'm already nervous, and we're not even 30 seconds into the game. McKay goes a long way. He's on the wrong side. He has a go. But it is straight into the goalkeeper's arms. Now, is that the highlight? It is. Oh, I feel sick. I feel sick. It's the hope that kills you, isn't it? I mean, we are playing a Premier League side. They should. They should. Oh, no. And we have conceded an away goal, and it was Kavanagh and Young, it looks like, that kind of confused each other. Someone's got to go and claim that. You wonder if Young could have just got a punch on it clear. We'll give them some encouragement. It's only one goal, but it is an away goal. And it's not what we wanted, is it? Have I been a little bit too negative in the team talk, saying there's no pressure on you here? Maybe we should have, had something like go and show them what you're made of. But it is just one goal, and it is still early on. Hopefully that'll wake us up a little bit. Armstrong goes to close down the keeper. Not sure that's what we want him doing. They are playing in wide areas. There's a cross-field pass. I'm wondering if what we want to do is defend with a little bit of width here. Oh, they're breaking us down with ease. Oh, and go with your hands, Young. Oh, and it's going very, very wrong. Very, very early. Young should... He's gone with this with his feet. We've done well there. We've got the block in. Just dive on it, Young. Oh, where's your bravery, man? Close your eyes and dive at it. Let's demand more. We've got a free kick to defend. We have done work on this. We know it's one of our weak points. Kidd gets that headed clear. And we just need to settle down here, don't we? McKay gets a tackle in. It goes without saying, we need the next goal. Young with hopefully a confidence builder. When we signed Young, he did have a trait, one of those sort of not a non-attribute trait of not enjoying big games. And I tell you what, I'm not enjoying this big game one little bit. It is 3-0. We are getting absolutely ripped to shreds. So, I mean, you'd say if this was at Wolves' home ground, if this was at Molineux, oh, we're not getting much luck, are we? If this was at Molineux, we could get an away goal, 3-1, come back home and see what we can do. But, I mean, at home, 3 away goals. It's going to be very, very tough. Can Armstrong just get something going for us here. It's in his zone. We know he can take a good free kick. Armstrong. Oh, it's a stunner from Anthony Armstrong, and we do have a goal back. 3-1. We need much, much more than that, of course, but at least it's something. Oh, it's more than this. It's a wonderful strike. It's a long road back, but at least we've begun to walk that road. We'll demand more. Scully's looking frustrated. We have Brady on the bench. Can we get a second before half-time? It's first half stoppage time. It would be a cracking time to get back to 3-2, wouldn't it? McGurk gets it wide for Kavanagh. Can he get a cross in? It's there for Scully. Scully back for Kavanagh. Kavanagh gets a bit of space. He crosses the back post. That's McKay. And McKay's head up. Oh, that was a good opportunity. 3-2 at half-time would have been a wonderful place to be after the disaster that's been that first half. Do we say unlucky, try and build confidence? We'll pump our fists, say we have faith in them. We know from the games that we played against Paris and against Real Madrid, when we played like this, that we're not the best defensively. We are, I think, playing like this against better teams, going to concede goals. They're looking inspired. But what we're going to need to do, obviously, is outscore them. But we do need to be better than this defensively. It's not... Don't get yourself sent off here, Surgeon. Don't get yourself sent off. He's done well to get back into a decent position. And that's an own goal from Kidd. Four away goal. I don't see a way back in this. Oh, this is... we've absolutely choked on the biggest stage. What is Kidd doing there? Put it out for a corner. Alright, this isn't working, is it? We need to change something. Alright, so it is all change. We are going to change formation. We're going to go with two up top, essentially a back three. Wing-backs and double Mazzellas. So Scully and McKay, the two wingers, have come off. On have come McCracken as the second striker, and De Lauro, who is left-footed, to play in midfield, and we've dropped Kamani back into that half-back role. So, it's all change. I don't know. We need to get, well, within a goal or two, really, don't we? Armstrong, can he keep that possession for us? No. Ball forward. Oh, we've just not shown up, have we? There's a ball forward. McCracken can't quite get it for us. And the most disappointing thing is should we have just kept it tight for the first leg? Should I have maybe given them a little bit more faith? Go out there and beat them. We need to try and just keep the tie alive for the second leg. On our day, we know we can score an absolute crap ton of goals. We showed that against Basel. We've shown that against maybe a Focus. We've shown that against numerous sides. We scored 3 against PSG, for Christ's sake. You know, we have goals in us. But, I mean, this hasn't really changed too much, has it? They still seem to just be all over us. And a 5th away goal, and that would be curtains, and that is just over the bar. Alright, Surgeon is not having a good game. But I don't want to... I think Surgeon's yellow will mean he's suspended. What I don't want to do is bring Ellis on and then find that he gets himself suspended as well. We don't have a left back. Surgeon heads it clear. We are just not holding possession here at all, are we? Everything we do, and we've tried a couple of different things now, and that is bouncing around, and is that a bit of a stroke of luck for us? Alright, let's try this, lowering the tempo. And look for those overlaps. I mean, they've had 5 shots on target, scored 4 goals. That's always frustrating. And I can't remember if I finished my thought before about Young not enjoying big games. And when he signed for us, that attribute... What are you doing, Surgeon? Alright, that's it. Come off the field, you muppet. I put Hill on. I'm falling to pieces. Yeah, and when we signed him, that trait seemed to disappear, but we've not always seen him play the best. And he's only played a 6-3 today. And that is so disappointing. 4 away goals. It's going to take quite a bit to overturn that. So we've got to the big stage and we have shut the bed. Youthful Harlan and Wolf Welders come unstuck. I've slammed the team. It is a suspension for Surgeon. On that form, I don't think we're going to miss him. But guys, wait right there. We'll be back for the second leg. We'll go to Molyneux. We'll give it all we have. Oh, tell you what, it'll be magical if we do it, won't it? Okay, welcome back, and this episode just isn't getting any better as Venton Holder has had his season ended, potentially his Welders career ended, and yeah, dislocated shoulder, 3 months. That is a huge blow for us when we need goals as well, so that's disappointing. A little bit of better news is that Joe Kidd is happy again at the club with his playing time, and he has signed a new contract, so it's a 4-year deal, 5 and a bit grand a week. So we've sort of nailed him down now, which is good because he's been a very solid defender for us, pretty much at any level we've played at, though we maybe didn't see it in the first leg. We go back to bad news, and I mean it is bad news, but it could be worse, and that is that the under-18s have fallen in the Youth Champions League on penalties, and they got all the way to the quarterfinals, and RB Leipzig it is that have beaten them. But look at that, 90, when they had a goal just like 94th minute, but down to 10 men in the 91st minute. Is when that equaliser came, and then they ended up getting us on penalties, which is a huge disappointment, but to get all the way to the quarterfinals, well done to the kids. And speaking of the kids, we've got our new youth intake. Now, there is one very promising player here, and that is Jonathan Walker. Now, I do like to name these guys after my Patreons. If you haven't had a player named after you yet, or if your player is sort of no longer featuring in the first team, I'm thinking the likes of the Keachers, the Akesians. I'm more than happy to rename somebody else after you at this point. So Jonathan Walker is a promising midfielder, very good in a tackle, good work rate, good teamwork, very good aggression and bravery as well. So he could be a very useful player for us in the next season or two. The others here, we've got a right back who, I mean, a 2-3-star player is a good Premier League player, or Premiership player, I should say. We'll wait and see after the trial game who we sign of these guys, and if any of them actually show to be a little bit better than they are currently looking. But that's we've had the youth intake, and it's always good to have a promising player come through. And yeah, that is, well, it's never a bad thing, is it? But let's go and have a look and see what we can do here in the second leg. It can't go much worse. Well, we know what we're expecting from them. And let's hope we can we've got them just where we want them, don't we? false sense of security. I have made a few changes. Now, I've spoken to Young about his last performance. He agrees that it wasn't good enough, so we're going to give him the game in goal. Ellis comes in for the suspended Surgeon. Paolo Octavio comes in for Kidd in this one, so we go back to the 2 ball players with McGurk and Kavanagh. It's De Lauro coming in for Kamani. He was disappointing to partner Thompson. It is Scully, Armstrong, and McKay. McCracken comes in to play up front. We're going to stick with this. It's worked with us all season, so I don't want to sort of just change everything all at once because of one terrible result. We've got McDade coming in on the bench along with Late. Kamani drops back, as does Kidd. Hill is there as well. Amstadter on the bench as the goalkeeper. We need a miracle, but let's see if we can get it. So there are the team sheets. It looks roughly the same. Now, Alex Neil, he's the guy that was at Norwich. He's at Preston, I think, now, isn't he? The young manager. He's probably not that young anymore. But anyway, we can see the team sheets there. Vinicius Jr. that I just see there. I'm going to say we owe them. We want revenge. This is... Let's at least show them. If we're going to go out, let's at least go out and show them that we are a good team. You know, at least go out swinging, not with a whimper. Go out with our heads held high. It was just, I'm so disappointed. You know, just that sick feeling where. But it's not done yet. There's still 90 minutes to play. It's going to be very tough. But we've proven already that we do have goals in us. And we're going to need, ideally, an early goal. I mean, look at it this way. If we get 2 goals in each half, don't concede a goal, we'll go through. So it's not impossible. It's unlikely, but it's not impossible. We've got some defending to do here. Can Scully win that back? I almost played Brady instead of Scully, I'll have to admit. But as I say, I don't want to change everything because of one bad performance. Here come Wolves, though. Now, what we don't want is for them to get a goal, because that means we would need 5 then to win it. And Young has made the save there. But already some warning signs that whatever it is that Wolves are doing, it doesn't agree with us. And then I looked at the sort of the match review thing after the first leg. I mean, obviously I did it before the first leg as well. They weren't doing anything particularly different. There's a good ball for McKay. Oh, and McKay can't find the back of the net. That was a good opportunity for us. I see Pippin, and we had him at Brentford for a bit, didn't we? We need to get this goal. We need to get this goal soon. So let's try lowering the tempo and looking for overlaps. And we've got some defending to do here. Can we do it and maybe get them on the break, I wonder? Cross comes in. It is a massive let-off. Paolo Octavio isn't perhaps covering himself in glory. Let's demand more before half-time. And we needed a goal, didn't we? We needed a goal in that first half, and now it does get very, very difficult for us. Go and put a worthy display. All right, I can get on board with that. If we could have defended like this in the first leg, of course. You can't concede 4 goals at home, can you? You can't concede that many at home and then expect to get a result. That's just not how football or anything works, is it? Is there anything we want to do? Scully's... I almost didn't start him, so let's get Brady on for Scully. Vinicius Jr. I mean, is Vinicius Jr. any better than Brady? I'll let you decide that. We've got away with one there as well. Let's maybe give it a fire up. Ellis with a throw. Can we just get that one goal? Maybe the floodgates open for us. De Lauro, Armstrong. He's got Thompson with him. He goes beyond that for Brady. Brady. Oh, it's not a good pass. McGurk should pick that up, though. He's got time. He's got Octavio with him. He gets it wide for Ellis. Go on, Ellis. Crossfield ball for Brady. Thompson's got some space. We go back for Kavanagh instead. Brady gets past his man. McCracken's there. McKay is there. Armstrong's getting forward. It is McCracken. And it's just over the bar, and you wonder if the aerial prowess of Venton Holder might have been a good thing for us on that occasion. We've got a corner to defend. Ball in. It is headed away by McCracken. I wonder if we look to get McDade on. He's been a wonderful goal scorer for the club in the league. Could he produce something for us in Europe? It might be worth a gamble. Maybe we look to, say, take Thompson off, who's on a booking, and that just about ends any hope. And again, it's Young, not particularly covering himself in glory. I've had a brainwave, which is a worrying thing for everybody. But we're going to try something else. It's not the best goalkeeping again, is it? All right, let's try something. All right, so this is what we're going to do. They're playing inverted wingers. Ellis is more than capable of playing as a centre-back, so we're going to go 3 at the back. We're going to go 2 up top, and then just drop the wingers back a little bit, but just have them coming from slightly deeper, and just see... I mean, we literally have nothing to lose at this point, do we? We're going out as things stand. Let's try a berating. That seems to have fired them up. And... well, I mean, at least if we can go out with something at their place. Can Thompson win that back for us? Don't give away that second yellow there, please, mate. Ball forward. Ellis goes out. Crossfield ball, and the centre-backs didn't work, did they? Vinicius Jr. makes it 2-0 on the night. 6-1 on aggregate. And I think we've just got to hold our hands up and say we've been completely outclassed here. I mean, I've said it before, they don't disappoint us very often, but, well, we've been disappointed by them here, haven't we? A focus, maybe. Let's get... it's all going to go wrong. I mean, this isn't working, is it? So let's take off Thompson. We'll get a back 4 again. We'll just drop Armstrong back in, and we'll just go with a 4-4-2, I think. Oh, sorry, guys. I think at this point, the morale in the team is just completely shot. They're still looking motivated, so that's something, I suppose, but... yeah. And we got one back. Ross McGurk pulls one back. It's 3-1 on the night, 7-2 on aggregate. Is this the beginning of the magical comeback? Can you imagine? What a... We just need, what, 6 more goals? And that'd do it. Actually, no, 5 more would do it. Oh, well, that seems doable now, doesn't it? I have to say. We'll give them some praise. Now they're just all complacent. Silly thing to do, really, wasn't it? But can we get another one? I mean, if it had been 3-1 away from home, and this is looking decent all of a sudden. Here we go with Brady. Can Brady do something? No, he hits the side netting, I think, or maybe the stanchion behind the goal. It's just so deflating. Oh, that's what I needed to say. As for Player of the Year, as Brady gets one back, next episode is going to be the end of season awards because we've got nothing else to play for apart from the Irish Cup final. So let me know that we're going to have to do a little bit differently. You can nominate as many players as you want, but whoever has the most nominations is going to win Player of the Year. There will not be a voting process this year, and that is completely my fault. And now Brady's injured himself in the goal celebration. Well, we've used up all... We don't have another sub, do we? No. Yeah, so make sure you nominate or forever hold your peace, because whoever has the most nominations is going to be Viewers Player of the Year. But that's where Europe comes to an end. 3-2 away from home. And in isolation, 3-2 away from home would have been absolutely fine. But we lost it at home in the first leg. And we'll say unlucky. So first leg triumph helps Wolves past the Welders. And then that is exactly what it was. It was the first leg. That's where we lost it. It's the end of the season for Brady as well. And well, hopefully, we're not going to go out with a massive whimper. We will manage to make an Irish Cup final and at least have something to play for at the end of the season. But that ends the European adventure. And it's, yeah, as I said, we went out with a whimper. And that is the most disappointing thing, having almost got out of the Champions League group with Paris Saint-Germain and Real Madrid. But anyway, guys, that is it for today. I am so sorry that did go horribly, horribly wrong. We'll be back next time. We'll be back next time to end the season. It'll hopefully be the end, ending with an Irish Cup final. If not, it'll be the final game of the Premiership season. Then we'll have our end of season awards. Please do this. It's completely my fault, but do not forget to nominate your Viewers Player of the Year. And I'll see you next time as we round things out for the season, and hopefully we'll... Oh, I'm so disappointed. Take care.